Good morning. I wanted to post a video last night of putting in the vanity, but just never got around to it. So I went into school early this morning, got up real early. Actually, I was up to school for right around 6:45. Went in, checked on some grades that people were disputing, which is fine. Everything checked out good. I'm glad those students contacted me. A few of you have been turning in that alternative assignment I posted, but like when I say a few, I mean 3 out of the 100+ students I see. Again, get those alternative assignments in. You have the time right now. Get them knocked out. And remember, if you don't complete it fully, I'm not going to accept it for any type of grade. This is either you do it or you don't do it kind of deal. So here's what I worked on last night. Oh, I should mention, let's talk about this. Vanity. I got this installed last night. All the plumbing's ran to it. We're going to show you that here in a minute. What's kind of neat about this is all the lumber on the bottom is all reclaimed lumber from old barns. The top is actually a piece of walnut that we had actually cut. It wasn't quite wide enough, so we ended up splicing in a piece. You can see it back there. And we did the best job we could to match it. I mean, it was just such a unique piece, especially with the burl down here from where you had some of the trunk. It is what it is, but the piece is just beautiful. And then, of course, it has this live edge. And then our sink is actually a piece of granite. It's a granite boulder that was hollowed out. And of course, like the farmhouse style sink or whatever you want to call it. But what's really unique about this is how, I shouldn't say really unique. I mean, this thing is just, it's me. It's rustic. This is what we wanted our bathroom to be. We wanted it's tile, but the simulated barn wood. We wanted the actual rustic vanity, and then, in the floor, the actual fieldstone flooring. But what I wanted to show you is this. Here's what I worked on last night. So the unique thing about this is the plumbing. The plumbing, we don't have a lot of room. This middle drawer, a lot of times these are fake drawers on vanities. I wanted to get as much storage in here as possible. So our piping for our drain comes straight down in elbows and then comes through right there, goes down to what they call a P-trap, which we'll talk about the importance of this, and then down our line, and then there's a Studer valve up above. And then here's our 2 feed lines. This is where our hot water and cold water come up and then go to the actual faucet. So this P-trap, this is what prevents, all those stinkies from when you flush the toilet and everything that go out either into the sewer or the septic. This is what stops it from coming back up into your house, is this P-trap. What happens is when we ran the sink, water is going to flow through here, and then it's going to flow out and down and out into what I have as a septic tank. But when you shut that faucet off, there's going to always be water right here. That water acts as basically a big giant plug, and so that fumes like methane and who knows what, if they try to come back up and out our sink, they can't. There's this water plug here. And people are like, well, doesn't that water get gross? Sure, if it sits for months and months and months, I probably would. However, every time you run the sink, it's cleaning itself out and running back down. Now, the point of a Studer valve, that one up there, allows so that, remember, if we have a lot of water flowing, it's going to create a vacuum and pull. Imagine taking like a 2-liter bottle, dumping it upside down. It's going to go glug, glug, glug. Now, if we poke a hole in the top of that 2-liter bottle, it's just going to pour out with no problem. Same with gas cans. Same thing in our house plumbing. We don't want to have to run the sink in here, glug, glug. So that Studer valve is a vent. It allows air to come through so that as this pulls a siphon, air can go through. It also, though, does not allow air to escape, so only in. So again, fumes from your septic or sewer can't come up and through. And I'm pretty proud of myself. What you don't know is the fact that we made cardboard templates, and we actually drilled the holes in the floor for both the drain and the feed lines before this was ever put in. So yesterday when we went to go install this, it fit like a glove. It just goes to show you what measuring and planning can actually do. So now, if I had not done that, the chances of me drilling holes all the way through perfectly, it's just not going to happen. So this is the vanity that we got in. The next goal is I'll probably be putting our shower fixtures on. And I got one over there for a wand, and then The toilet's going to be probably next week sometimes. And then I still got to build a linen closet at some point. But we're getting pretty close to wrapping up. I've got to put 2 pendant lights in that'll be on the wall, and then I got to build a mirror out of old barnwood to put up as well. So we're getting there. It's getting closer. What I wanted to mention too is, speaking of school, earlier speaking of school, if you don't have access to the internet, if you don't have access to your emails, I don't know how you'd be able to see this video without that, but remember to contact the school. There's things that we can do to help you out. So there should be no excuse that you can't be working on something at this point. And like I said, these videos that I'm making, it's the best I can do right now. I think either tonight or maybe tomorrow morning I'll boil sap and I'll take you out there and show you what that's like. So hopefully you have a great day. Bye.